we were just able to sit down with a few of the players on the John Carroll women's basketball team, and now joining us will be John Carroll women's basketball head coach Beth Andrews. Beth, thank you so much for taking the time to sit down with us here this afternoon, and first off, congratulations on receiving an at-large bid to the NCAA tournament.
Thank you. Thank you on both accounts. I'm happy to be here, and I'm really excited to be back in the NCAA tournament.
And, this isn't your first time in the NCAA tournament. You're able to make it twice as a player, even able to make it in 2019 as an assistant coach. What does it mean to you to be able to lead this team to the tournament as the head coach of this illustrious program?
I'm just so happy that these 6 seniors and the rest of the team get another shot to play together because it's such a special group. And the NCAA tournament has a different vibe to it, different feelings, emotions, all of it. So to be able to be with them, get one more game in, hopefully 2, and hopefully keep moving on, I'm just really excited, and I'm proud. I'm proud that we get that opportunity.
And I guess this kind of builds on to what you were just talking about, that different vibe in the national tournament. So having played as a player twice, have you given any advice to your team yet as to, the atmosphere and just the types of games that they should be expecting here this coming weekend?
I'm very happy we just had that BW game because that is the NCAA vibe. The crowd, the emotions, things not going your way, kind of playing through dry spouts, all of it because of the floor we're going to be on. But, we've been taking it a day at a time. We take it a play at a time. So I think that my best advice to them all would be play like it's your last because we're finally at that point where survive and advance is a true statement. And I think that overall, our seniors, the urgency that they bring should really provide a great atmosphere and ground for us as we enter into it.
And this is a team that seems to be built fairly similarly to your guys' team. So you have, for instance, for John Carroll, you have the nation's leading rebounder and shot blocker in Olivia Nagy. She stands at 6'2" at center. Nicole Heffington standing at 5'10", a forward playing both in the post and on the wing as well. But this is a team with a lot of size. A couple players at least 6 feet tall, some taller guards standing at about 5'10". What is it going to take to be facing and potentially beating a team that is so similar to yours in Elizabethtown?
Yeah, I think our conference has prepared us to play in a game like this, and something that people aren't used to is John Carroll's pace and pressure. So I think that that's something we're going to bring to the table. We're not changing who we are. Liv and Hef and Gail and Balfour and Kaylin, all of our bigs run the floor extremely well. So I think that's something that could give us a leg up heading in, especially now that we're able to have some days off and build up some of that stamina again. But overall, I think that with our experience, we have played in the NCAA tournament. We have played in conference championships. We've won conference championships. I think that's really going to help us going into this tournament, and I hope the girls remember all of that.
Very nice to hear. John Carroll women's basketball head coach Beth Andrews is our guest here on WJCU. John Carroll just received their 4th selection to the NCAA tournament in their program's history. So what will this week's schedule kind of be looking like for the team? I know Sarah and Abby and Kaylin just ended up telling me that practice at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, so getting off to a bright and early start, but I'm sure those emotions will be running high and that team will be ready to go.
Yeah, I think, as important as this game is, it's also important to remember it's just another game and not let pressure build. So that means we go back into our normal routine, and that's Tuesday morning, 7 a.m. And they love it, so they're a little dramatic about it all, but they do enjoy it. And then we go into a normal practice, and then I'm really excited to get down to Trine. Their facilities are beautiful. So, and then get our practice slot there and then get into a game.
And that was something that I, too, was going to kind of bring up to you, Beth. Have you been to that area? It's right about in the Ohio-Indiana border. Ever been there, and maybe any sort of attractions there, anything like that?
I don't know anything about it. I know that I've watched film on them. Mountain Union played them, and I think Baldwin Wallace might have played them this year as well. So I've watched film at their facilities, and it's just... It's big time. It's going to feel really cool to play on that court. They've got the different camera angles all over the floor. It's going to feel really nice, but I know nothing besides they're good at basketball. That's what I know.
Awesome. Final question for you, Beth. I want to thank you once again for taking the time to join us here. What's one main reason why you think that we should have a lot of the faithful tuning in to you guys playing on the big stage, national tournament on Friday on WJCU?
I think people should tune in just out of the pure respect and enjoyment for this group. I mean, you saw the game on Saturday. We played down a couple men, and it did end up getting to us, but they fought the entire time, and they let nothing bother them. They stuck together, fought the officials, fought the other team, fought the fans, whatever they needed to. And now that they get another chance, kind of a clean slate going into another tournament, another game, I think that everybody owes them that respect and, bring that excitement for us going into the NCAA tournament.
Absolutely. You have a team that is definitely built for this moment, and we're wishing them all the best as we'll be broadcasting that game on Friday from Trine here on WJCU. Beth, thanks so much for sitting down with us, and best of luck competing for a national championship.
Thank you, and I'm looking forward to having you guys there.
All righty. That was Beth Andrews, head coach of the John Carroll women's basketball team. John Carroll just secured their 4th selection to the NCAA tournament in school history.